Mother accused of locking her 6-year-old boy in a secret room for nearly 2 years was in court yesterday, and not surprisingly, the judge refused to allow her any access to her son. Shannon Wilfong appeared before a judge yesterday and proclaimed her innocence.
No, I didn't take her home.
Responding to a tip, authorities found Wilfong and her 6-year-old son, Ricky Chekevda, last Friday inside Wilfong's mother's house. They say he was kept there in a room behind a false wall just 12 feet by 5 feet, with a ceiling only 4 feet high, whenever visitors arrived, and never allowed to leave the house. Wilfong and Ricky disappeared in November 2007 after a contentious custody battle that resulted in temporary custody for the boy's father, Mike Chekevda. Wilfong's mother claims she and her daughter hid her grandson to protect him from Chekevda, who they claim sexually abused the boy.
My little boy said that he was scared to go back because his dad was going to tie him up again.
The judge has ordered Ricky to stay with one of Mike Chekevda's relatives until a November custody hearing, but indicated his desire to reunite father and son after thorough counseling. Joining us for an exclusive interview from Royalton, Illinois, is Ricky's father, Mike Chekevda. Good morning to you, Mr. Chekevda.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How do you feel about the judge's ruling yesterday that Ricky is not quite ready to be with you yet because he needs more help to get over this trauma?
I'm ecstatic. I think the state is taking the proper action to fix my son and get my son well in this condition. In this situation. This situation has never been about me. It's always been about making my son reintegrate, having my son reintegrate, and making sure the best is for him.
You may have a real long road ahead. An investigator for the State Child Welfare Agency said yesterday that he has a speech impediment, he had limited reading skills, he was socially lacking, socially behind. As a father, what's it like for you to hear that?
Well, not to discredit what the state investigator said. I mean, I understand my son has some issues, but I think he's going to recover really quickly. You know, I know how my son was when I saw him when he was 5 years old. He was a quick study. I think he'll bounce back really fast. And from what I understand, some of the programs that they're going to put together for him, it's going to be okay. It really is.
I know that you got to see Ricky the day he was found and again over the past few days. Could you already tell a difference in how he was acting and how he looked?
A marked difference. The first day that I saw him, he was a little boy that was outside for the first time, and he was really very intently studying things that he had not seen in a long time. It appeared to me that it was hard for him to lift his eyes off of the ground. And when I saw him yesterday, he was playing basketball, and he was obviously unaware of the intricacies of things around him. He was just experiencing life.
Are you concerned that he might not want to go back and be with you? Because the same state investigator said that the little boy called you a monster, and who knows what he's been told.
Well, from what I'm gathering, and he's staying with family, and I get situation reports from my family on 7 to 10 times a day as to how he's doing. I call them, they call me. We spoke about that stuff, and I asked them. I said, "Well, did these appear to be programmed statements, or were they actually words that he used with emotion?" And my family member told me, and he's a really educated guy, he says they really appear to be programmed responses. So I don't think that I think it's, to my son, I think it's a word more than a word that's associated with an actual being.
Finally, in the last seconds, what are your words this morning for other parents of missing children?
Oh gosh, there are a lot of words, and I really don't know if you have enough time for it, but I guess keep the faith, stay the course, seek out the right help, and if anybody has any questions, the National Center can provide you all the information that you need. That's the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They're great to help you, great people to help you, and you know, give them my phone number. I'll tell them where they need to go to get help. I'll be glad to help anybody.
All right, Mike Chekevda, thanks a lot for taking the time this morning.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm a big fan.
All right, thank you so much.